Alright, so I'm all moisturized. The first thing I'm going to do is go in with the new e.l.f. Power Grip Primer with 4% Niacinimide. This scares me a little bit because I am not used to sticky primers. I'm used to like mattifying primers. I also love the Airbrush Flawless. I don't know what it's called. Is it Vanish or is it Airbrush Flawless, I think? I'm getting confused between Charlotte Tilbury, but it's the Hourglass one that I really like. So I'm not really 100% sure how much to take of this, but it scares me. So we'll just go in on the cheeks, and oh my goodness, I hate this texture already. I know people are obsessed with the Milk Primer, but I have not tried that one because of this reason, because it scares me. On my nose, I probably will go in with just like a mattifying primer because that's the area that I really, really need mattifying. But it does say that it helps even skin tone with 4% niacinamide, and it's infused. Sorry, I can't read. I don't have my glasses on. It just says it's infused into a gel. So yeah, I thought I read on the package that it also said it helped to smooth the skin, which would be a nice added bonus. So we're feeling quite tacky. Again, I don't know how much to use because I don't use these, so I'm just kind of going in with like, you know, a small amount. I hope that's a small amount. So just going over my forehead with that. Very tacky. I mean, maybe I'll love it. Who knows? I also haven't tried it with this particular foundation, so not sure what that's gonna be like. I have tried this foundation once before, or I guess it's supposed to be called a skin tint, but yeah, I'll let you know what I think about it. Okay, so we're all primed here. I just used my Soft Matte Traceless primer on the nose area, but yeah, we're feeling tacky. So I did get the shade. It's the Bear With Me Blurring Tint Foundation. So I got the shade 04 Light Neutral. It does look quite dark, I'm aware. I did buy this on Amazon, so it was kind of hard to choose a shade. I mean, the girl looked the same shade as me, and I know Steph's Beauty Stash tried one shade darker than this, and I'm usually her same foundation shade. So I thought maybe I could get away with this, and it's weird with this one. It almost like adjusts to your skin color, because at first I was like, oh no, this is gonna be way too dark. But then when I was done, I'm like, okay, it's actually totally fine. But I did notice that these are finally in stores now in Canada. I saw it at Shoppers Drug Mart. And the shade I probably would have picked for myself had I seen them in person would have been Light Ivory. So just something to keep in mind if you are the same skin tone as me. So here we go. We'll go in with this guy. And I take about this much. I don't really know how much to use, but see, it looks pretty dark on my hand. So I'm just gonna go in with the e.l.f. Buffing foundation brush. It's got blurring on my mind now. So you see, it is definitely a little warm. And this is considered a neutral. So just keep that in mind. It does lean a little yellow. I'm just gonna open the blinds because I feel like I'm not getting as much light in here as I would like to, so I'll just be 1 sec. I'm just gonna blend this in here, and then I'll get the other side of my face. But this is what it's looking like so far. So far so good. So it's not a terrible match, but I definitely could have gone maybe one shade. I think Light Ivory was number 3 and this is number 4. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure. So I'll be right back. Sorry, I just wanted to show you what it looked like just on the side of my face here. What I like to do is just take a sponge and just kind of push it in so that it doesn't sit on the top of the skin. But that's what we're looking like so far. And I'll be right back. I'm gonna open the blinds. All right, so now that I have the blinds open, you can definitely see the color a little bit better. Like, look how dark this looks on my hand. But on my face, I don't think that looks bad. So like I said, it does almost look like it just kind of blends into the skin tone. I saw Simply Blair using this. She did not like this. She does have a drier skin type, I believe, and I'm sure you've heard me mention this a billion times, but I am a combination oily, so I get oily in the T-zone basically no matter what I do. So I generally stick to more matte foundations, but I know she did not like this. But just going into the colors, she ended up getting this one, and I believe the shade above this, and she tried both of them, one on each side, and she said they looked identical. So I do think there is kind of like a little bit of a like adapting to your skin tone. I don't know what I'm trying to say, you know what I mean? Anyway, so I got my other cheek done here. And then I'll go on my forehead. I'm trying to work kind of quickly with this because it does seem like it does kind of dry a little quickly. So I'm kind of trying to move fast. My skin isn't looking the best lately. I don't know if it's just winter. Like, I don't generally get dry skin, but yesterday I used a matte foundation and I just kind of look like all the life was sucked out of me. So could be that I'm a little bit drier than usual. But this is what the forehead is looking like. I always have just a tiny bit of texture right there, so don't mind that. But color-wise, I think it's fine. I'm just gonna go in with a tiny bit more to cover my nose. So the last time I wore this, I mean, did I wear it to work? I think I wore it when I was working. So I was wearing a mask all day. The wear time was okay. The only thing I noticed was it kind of felt heavy. Like, it doesn't feel heavy right now, but at the end of the day, I just remember being like, I'm excited to wash my face off. And I don't really always feel that way when I'm doing makeup, so I don't know. I think obviously when you're wearing a mask all day too, you know, you're breathing, it's getting like humid in there, and like I always get shiny right here, like around my mouth and my chin, because obviously you're like breathing in it all day. It is pretty gross. But yeah, I don't know, for some reason I just like had an urge to want to wash it off. So this is what we're looking like. I mean, it does have a blurring aspect to it. You can, like, I have pores, so I feel like you'll probably always be able to see my pores a little bit, but I don't know, I think it looks good. I'm going to get the rest of my makeup done. The only other new thing I bought from the drugstore is the e.l.f. lipstick, so I'll show you those after I get my makeup done. And I will try to list everything that I use in the description. Pretty bad for doing that, but I'll do it for you this time, okay? I'll be right back. I just wanted to show you this because I just noticed this. I am noticing it's gathering a tiny bit right here. And this could be because I'm used to using a brush. I did use a sponge in this area, but maybe I'll just take a brush just to see if we can kind of get that area figured out. Okay, it's not looking so bad now, but I just wanted to let you know, like you can kind of see a little bit there. All right. All right, so face is mostly done. So this is what everything is looking like. I did find I got a little bit of, oh my god, sorry about my nose hair. Got a little bit, you can see it's kind of crusty in the corner, but this side isn't. So maybe that's just my fault, but yeah, this is what it's looking like. So this is described as a matte foundation. Where did I just put it? Here it is. Medium coverage, which I would agree with. I do think it's more medium full coverage. Matte blurred finish. And yeah, so if you're dry, I probably wouldn't recommend this for you. I do definitely feel like it is matte for sure. And that's what I look for, so I like that. I did kind of notice a little bit of patchiness on my nose too. You can't tell now that I did my contour, but just something to keep in mind. But I do think it looks really good. Do I like it more than like my Revlon Color Stay? No, because that is like a holy grail drugstore foundation. So now I'm going to show you a couple of lipsticks I picked up. Everybody says that this reminds them of the NARS lipsticks, and I would agree. Elf, these aren't cheap. $12.99 in Canada. That's a lot. Anyway, they are good quality for sure. They're nice. They're, you know, they have a magnetic clasp here. And they feel really nice. It has kind of like that NARS packaging feel. But like $12.99, you're supposed to be cheap. Like this is like L'Oreal prices now. Come on. So I got the shade No Doubt, and I also got the shade Dirty Talk. So Dirty Talk is more of like a pinky. Oh, it looks crazy pink on camera. It looks bright on camera, but it's actually more of like a nudie pink. That looks crazy. And then No Doubt is more like a brownie, kind of warm brown. It does not look like this. This is okay, my hand is looking very light compared to my face, but I don't know, I just like being a little bit darker. I think you guys already know that because I feel too pale if I'm just my exact shade. So I lined my lips with the NYX Nude Beige lip liner. And I'll just go in. This is No Doubt. And this is a little warm for my liking. I actually don't love the color of either of them. But like I never know what it's going to look like until I buy it and put it on my lips. So that is No Doubt. This one I do like mixed with like lighter nudes. If you watch my channel, you know I love just like very nude lips. So this one is nice mixed. So I'll show you what Dirty Talk looks like. Dirty Talk looks so good on Simply Blair. Like that one looked so nice and way lighter than what it actually looks on my lips. She did mention it has kind of like a pillow talky type look, and I'll agree with that. These do feel super comfortable on the lips for sure. There is a weird taste though. They smell good, but there's kind of a weird taste. I feel like every video I do, it's like not negative, but I don't love what I'm trying. I do really like the actual texture of the lipsticks, and I like how they go on and they're nice and creamy, but the shade is just not for me. So I'm gonna go in with my Gucci, and it doesn't have to be Gucci, like there are nice drugstore lipsticks as well. I'm going with Carol Beige, because this is more my style. I feel like drugstore just does not give like a cool tone lipstick. Like, where are they? And then I'm gonna go in with Hot Sand, Maybelline. Kind of lighten that. Like, that's more my speed. And then I'll maybe mix, because sometimes when I do this, it can make me look a little dead, like it could be a little too cool. So then I'll go in with No Doubt. I did this yesterday and I liked it much better. And mix. And because the other two are more matte, this kind of gives like a nice kind of creaminess to the lip. So that's what it's looking like. How do I feel about these products? Really good. So just if you like these colors, then I definitely think you'll like them. I wish they had just like a beige nude tone, then it would be perfect, like absolutely perfect. But these are really nice, and if you like kind of like a creamy texture and you're into kind of like that pillow talk look, this one is a little warmer, like I said, the No Doubt shade, then I do think you would really like them. This is pretty good so far. So everything's looking smooth. So forehead. So I will check in with you in a little bit. I'm not sure if we're going to the gym or not today. I think we probably are, but yeah. So I'll check in with you later if we do end up going. Regardless, I will. And I don't know, did I mention the shade? This is 04 Light Neutral. Again, I could have gone with a shade lighter for sure, but I purchased them on Amazon, so yeah. So right now it is feeling good, it's looking good, it's not shiny, and I actually am liking that primer. I didn't think I would because I'm used to like more of a silicone feeling primer, but that one actually, once you get your foundation on and everything, it's good, and I don't feel tacky or anything anymore. I mean, I did powder down. I always powder my foundations, but I'm pleasantly surprised with that. We'll see how it wears, and like I said, I will let you know. But yeah, I think that's everything. So I will check in a bit, and I don't know if anybody's wondering what I have on my eyes, but I do think it's very pretty sparkle. It is the Sephora Color Shifter, and this is only like 14 Canadian, so they're pretty affordable. And this is the shade, what is the shade? Oh, here it is, Infinite Nude, and this is what it looks like. I saw Makeup by Cheryl using this, and it looked really nice on her. There is that kind of topper shade that it comes with, which I do have on right now, and it's really pretty. She said she was getting a lot of fallout with this, but I didn't really experience any fallout, so yeah, I do think that's really cute, really nice for the price. I wanted to use something that was more affordable to go with kind of what I was putting on my face today. For blush, I used the Essence blush. It's just called Essence the Blush, and it's in the shade Believing. And what else did I use? Powder, sorry, I used the Peach Perfect powder, so I can't link that one. I think that's everything. Mascara, I just used Exhibitionist mascara. And brows, I always use NYX Blonde in the Lift and Snatch. And sometimes, like if I just want to go underneath, I'll either use the Maybelline pencil and the Ultra Slim pencil in the shade, I get soft brown. This one's a little dark, so I always just go underneath with that one and that's it. I don't fill in. And I also love this one. This one I use most of the time, which is the CoverGirl in the shade Soft Blonde. And I think this is a micro pencil, ultra fine brow pencil. And I think that's everything. So like I said, I will come back and check in and show you what my makeup's looking like later. It's about 2 o'clock right now, so maybe I'll try to show you at around 10. And yeah, thank you so much. I don't know why I just said thank you so much. That was really weird. But anyway, I'll be back in a bit. I'm super out of breath. Hey guys, so I am back. It is, I think, 9:30-ish. So I've had this on for about 7.5 hours. I did go for a workout, leg day, so that was fun. Yeah, so I would say that considering that I just did like a pretty intense workout, I feel like this is looking pretty good. The only area like really that it looked like it was collecting a bit, like I said, was around the nose and maybe just a tiny bit in between my brows, but the lipstick is gone, like long gone. It said it's long lasting, so I don't know if I really went into what's going on with the lipstick. I didn't really give too many details. It is a long wearing lipstick. It has a satin finish, and I believe there's marula oil and squalane in it, so super comfortable, and did wear for quite a while, but I mean I ate dinner and you know had a workout and everything, so yeah. And then I forgot to mention the primer. I was gonna say I am a little bit shiny, but that's nothing new. Even if I wear a matte foundation, I end up shiny throughout the day anyways. But I have to say my oils didn't really like break through the foundation, and I feel like it is still looking pretty good. If you're dry, it's definitely like a heavier feeling foundation. I would say it's not heavy, like it doesn't feel super heavy on my skin, but I feel like if I went like this, then maybe I would pull off some makeup. So I just feel like if you're dry, you probably wouldn't love this just because it is a matte texture, or sorry, a matte finish. But yeah, I have really enjoyed it. Like I said, it's not my favorite. Like I do love the color stay. It's not going to replace the color stay, but it is really nice, and I'm happy that I have it. And so what I was going to say about the primer is it does have a glow to it. It mentioned that it does help to brighten the skin and provide a glow. So even though I'm oily, like combination oily, I don't look oily, but I look like I have a nice glow, if that makes sense. So I am really happy with all the products I purchased. Lip color, the colors aren't my favorite, but the formula is awesome. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. I do have the NARS matte powder coming up in my next video. So yeah, have a good night. Thank you so much. Bye.